Egyptian journalist Muhammad Isa Dawood conducted an interview with a Muslim jinni, later documenting the experience in his book Hiwar Sahafi, which was subsequently translated into Indonesian and Malay as Dialogue dengan Jinn Muslim. It is important to note that the information shared by the jinni should not be accepted as absolute truth. Some statements align with the Quran and Hadith, lending credibility to certain aspects of the dialogue. However, since this subject pertains to the unseen, the full veracity of the interview remains beyond human verification. Let's start with the interview. Isa Dawood began his conversation with a question. "Who are you?" The jinni replied, "My name is Ibn Kanjur, and I am originally from Bombay, India." Isa then asked, "How old are you?" The jinn paused briefly, staring deeply at Isa as if trying to discern his thoughts and intentions. Isa repeated his question. The jinni replied, "Swear that you won't harm me." Isa responded, "I swear by Allah the Almighty that I will not harm you." The jinni continued, "I am still young. My age, compared to human years, is like a teenager around 15 or 17 years old." Isa clarified, "No, not that. What I meant is, how old are you really in terms of jinn years?" He said, "I am 180 years old, which, compared to the world of jinn, is considered a young age." Isa asked further, "Is your father still alive?" The jinni replied, "No, he died in a power struggle involving him and his right-hand man. My father's name was Hud. He was 950 years old. My great-grandfather died while attempting to eavesdrop on a conversation in the sky. He was struck by a flash of fire and died at nearly 1,000 years old." Ibn Kanjur added, "Jinn are indeed granted long lifespans. Most of us live for hundreds of years, while others live for thousands of years." Isa asked in astonishment, "Thousands of years?" He replied, "Yes, among us there are jinn who are 3,000 years old, some are 4,000, 5,000, and 6,000 years old. In fact, there are even some who are 7,000 years old, although their numbers are small. However, among the devils, there are those like Iblis who have lived since ancient times, such as the 5